We heard a lot about artificial intelligence today, and more or less this is the new buzzword for a thing which was the buzzword 5 years ago called data science. So in principle, you can replace most of the occurrences of data science with AI. So in principle, it's just used synonymously. It's not, there are some differences, but it's like it is. So first of all, I need some feedback from you. So who is a data scientist? Oh wow, nearly no one. If there is a single one, please stand up. Okay, big hand. Thank you. Okay, so that's a different story then. So then I have to dive deeper there. Who is a software developer? Okay, more. Who knows what DevOps is? Also some. Okay, so that's roughly what we are covering today. So first of all, to me, so I'm working at a company called Blue Yonder. What we are doing is data-driven software as a service solutions, mostly for the retail industry, so supermarkets or online shops. And what we do there is automated replenishment and dynamic pricing. So this is our main focus. We are doing data science since over 10 years. Even the word was not coined back then. So it was, when I was starting, I was called data analyst. So now it's data scientist. Just for me, so now I'm working in a team which builds the platform which our data scientists use in order to deliver their solutions. Okay, there is a blog post from me if you want to have a look. Mostly what is covered today, you can also read up there and have some time and go line by line. If you search for data science and DevOps, it's on the first page somewhere, so you will find it. Okay, what we are doing today, so for you it is boring, but for the rest of the audience maybe it's worth it. What is data science? Then why is data science so important? And then to the whole point of this talk, Troublemaker. Why is this thing called data science, why is it so hard? And we heard a lot of talks today, what's exciting and that the future is near, and so I want to disillusionate you a little bit. There are problems right now, and we have to tackle these problems, and this is what we will hear today. Of course, I don't leave you just in this sad state, so I will show some ways where we overcome the problems. And let's start. Okay, what is data science? Okay, there's missing something. Okay, so everything is a bit crumbled. Okay, that's like it is. So, there's a very famous quote from the Big Data Borat. It says, data science is statistics on a Mac. This is of course a joke, but maybe there's some truth in it. A better definition is, a data scientist is a person who is better at statistics than any software engineer, and better at software engineering than any statistician. So this is a quite good definition. We will go through all the things, and this is really to the point. You might not think of this like, but it's really good. So, but I have my own definition, and my definition is, data science aims to build systems that support and automate data-driven operational decisions. Wow, that's something. So there's something in it, automate data-driven operational decisions and building systems. And that's where the software engineering, of course, comes into the game. So let's go just through some examples. I chose some examples which are relevant for us in the retail industry. So for example, an operational decision can be, what is the optimal price for those clementines, maybe down there, today or tomorrow? And is it different tomorrow than today? This is a decision someone has to make. So someone has to write down the numbers and really say, okay, this is the best price. How many apples should we order for next week? It's also a decision. Maybe you haven't think of it like this, but it is a decision someone has to make. And these are exactly those operational decisions we are talking about. So why is data science so important? So important, yeah, it's missing. If you think about what a decision is and you look at it, what humans do, then humans are really bad at making good decisions. This is just from Wikipedia. I think there is a list of over 150 known human biases. And the human bias is where the brain is really making significant mistakes in doing decisions. So all of us, if we try to do a decision and we try to be objective, we are really bad at it. We fail all the time. For example, I just picked some of them. For example, there's the bandwagon effect. This is the tendency to do things because many other people do the same. We know this, so we don't have to think about it. We just do it because everyone else is doing it. Confirmation bias, it's the tendency to focus on information in a way that confirms one preconception. So if there's information, we just focus on that piece of information which really fits in our worldview. And the rest is just neglected. This doesn't really come to our conscious, but it is like this. We can measure it, and it's really significant. Down there, this is the worst one for our use cases, neglect of probability, the tendency to completely disregard probability when making a decision under uncertainty. And this we all know. So maybe we have some fear going into a plane, but entering a car is no problem. But looking at the probabilities, it's a complete different thing. Going into a plane is really, really safe. Stepping into a car is really, really dangerous compared if you really look at the probabilities. But our brain does not work like this. We cannot really resolve this. So, first problem is humans are really bad. The other problem is humans are lazy. And that's not something we can argue with. It's just like it is. So brain cells, they consume an enormous amount of energy. So it's quite good that we don't think of all things all the time. It's good that we just relax and say, okay, this is a good decision. But these decisions we have to make, they should be made optimal. It's clear, it's our business. And not making a decision at all, for example, just leaving the price of the clementines like they were last week because we don't want to argue with it, we just leave it like it is, it means we have not made a decision. And of course, simplifying decision making is also a big problem. So if we can solve it a little bit easier, then we tend to use the easy way. We go the easy way. But this is all bad. So we need optimal decisions, and the more complex decision making is, the better it is. So this is all true for the entire history of human beings. We have our biases in our brains, but there's another thing happening right now, and this is why data science comes into the game and why it is so important and growingly important. Competition is getting harder every day. There's this online thing, Amazon, it increases the pressure. So the markets are really transparent. You can buy something in China, or you buy it in USA, or you buy it from one provider or from the other.